Okay, I got something awesome to show you. So, I have this picture I took of my truck when we had the snow. This is a picture I tagged or posted it on the Ford Trucks Facebook thing, and yay! They're gonna share it on their social thing. Yay! I feel special. Well, I've been working on my truck past few hours, probably 4 of them. I'll get to what I'm doing here in just a sec. But what I've done in here is made couple of changes. I've fixed a few things. This is better than what it was. It was broken here, so I've replaced that. What I ended up doing is I replaced 2 vents over here because they weren't really staying where they wanted to. The little foam things on the sides were missing, but now these are nice and tight. And then I took one from over there and put it here. This is one of the loose ones, as you can see. I'm sure if I put a piece of tape or something in there to give it some resistance, it'll stop moving around. But it's not broken. Took my air compressor for my air suspension controller and moved it over here. So I've got the cable routed. And went ahead and just put that there, and I wired up the lamp and everything. So I've got a green bulb in there to match the green on my radio, and then the kind of matches the green with the instrument cluster and everything. I just need to get a green bulb for that, and then I'll be ready to rock. And then I drilled a little hole and got this thing mounted. It's not, it's not gonna stay straight. I need to make another hole here on the bracket and then put another screw through there and screw it in. And then I just kind of tuck my wiring a little bit back there, so can't really see a whole lot of the wiring. It looks kind of clean now. And then I got the radio kind of rewired a little bit, and got the ground hooked up to it, even though it doesn't really matter because the antenna, when it's plugged in, makes the ground. And the ground connection I have on this doesn't really seem to be doing anything, but it is there. Nothing's flopping around. Zip tied a whole bunch of wires, so nothing's really dangling down. I'll show you how I wired in the bulb. Just soldered up a couple of connections there. This my ground just goes to the body right here, and then the power for the bulb goes into a little cobbled up wiring harness I have under there. That let's see, what is this? Hey, get out of the way. Get up in there. Get in there, damn it. There we go. That ties into a wiring harness that sends power to this. That goes through this switch that used to be for my fog lights. And also runs the radio. So if I want the radio on,
make my selection based on
turns my radio on. I got illumination there.
My friends at Roy Moore Toyota provide a
20-year
200,000-mile powertrain warranty on every new Toyota, and it proves
illumination.
To be a game changer for me and many others in the Portland car buying market. So do some research.
The thing, if you have this tack wired to direct voltage or direct power, it will stay on. So if you let your truck sit about 2 weeks, it'll pretty much kill your battery. And that's what I ended up happening to one of my other batteries. So now it's on a switch, and everything lights up when I flip the switch. The radio comes on, and everything's nice and tidy as far as I can get it. So now stuff isn't dangling around. I don't have this flopping around. I taped up the whole wiring and air hose for this thing. So switch the gauge around. It's pretty easy to do that. And I keep about 10 psi in there to kind of take some weight off the old leaf springs and put some of the weight on the airbags, and it kind of evens out the suspension and rides pretty good. But that's pretty much what I got going on in here. Remove my little switch here since I'm using that one, so that looks a little better. I need to find a new clock thing or just some plates to go in here. Maybe I'll make something and hide stuff in there. had the dash top out just for shits and giggles. I found the buzzers for the lights. There's two of them. They're right in behind this thing. They're easy to get to, so I'm gonna end up getting rid of those, and I'm going to take the dinger from like an Explorer or something, so when your lights are on, it'll go ding ding ding. But then I'm gonna have it so when you put the key in and you go to start it, it has its little dinger when you have the key in or whatever. I'm gonna try and do something like that. Anyways, let's go look at what we're doing under the hood. Or I'll show you one other thing I've done. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but my fog lights, I took all the wiring out because we had all these wires coming over here and going all to this, just making this a mess. Well, I've gotten rid of that, and then ended up, you know, taking these two live wires, hooking up my radio to this. This is power for the radio, and the lights in there for the little gauges, and then this is for my air compressor, and that plugged right in there. And this is on a thick yellow wire for power. These are both live with the key off, and as well as the key on. This is the power for the trailer controller, which I need to hook into there, so that's something else. And I gotta finish pulling out this cruise control crap because we don't need it anymore. We're gonna do aftermarket. The aftermarket has a thing for mechanical speedometer. It goes right in between here. In fact, I think it might even just replace this, and that's how I can tell how fast you're going. It'll be nice. And I've already removed that hose, or cut it. Once I get it out of that grommet, I'm going to replace that part of the hose with this little thing I put together. This is a 3-way sumbitch, real light duty, but this hose here, which is where that came from, it came off that little thing. You can see where I cut it. I'll just run this through there, and then this will be my little 12-volt thing. I got to figure out where I'm gonna mount it. I really don't want to mount it on this, so maybe I'll, you know what? Maybe I'll just cut a hole in this padding here, and then this will just go right up in there and just screw to the body. Maybe I'll just do something like that, and then the wire won't go up in there. Yeah, I'm liking this. This looks a lot better. So now what I'm doing is I'm making a carburetor bowl vent. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip this part of the video. This didn't really work out. Okay, we're back to normal. Now I need to go to AutoZone and get a new brake switch. Sometimes it will keep the brake lights on. It's funny, as Adam's 82 Celica, the one that we got rid of, did the same freaking thing. The switch started going out, and so his lights would stay on. He's like, I can't figure it out. It's like, it's that switch. So I'm like, I noticed my truck was doing it yesterday when we were doing firewood. Yeah, I'm still doing it. So it's like sticking or something. It's really weird. And nothing's changed with my pedal at all. I just happened to notice that it was doing that. Okay, let's see, where's our brake light switch? Is right there. Pop that connector off. If I can just I just did this earlier. there's a little clip. Oh, I think I found it. Yep. It's right here. And then that just pops off, and then this has a little pin. I can pop that out. There's a little bushing in there, so it will fall. Should, yep, got it. Here's our. This is the old one. Doesn't look bad. And a little bushing will go on like that. This is an AutoZone part. Identical. And then the installation is the reverse process. One of the most annoying things I've ever heard. Yeah, that's in. And there's a better view for you. This actually is helping me see what the hell I'm doing. Put that pin in all the way. Okay, let's see if our brake lights are still on. They don't stay on now. That's great. So you can do yourself a favor. Take this switch, put it in this box, and then throw it in the trash. Okay, it's dark, but I'm gonna put on my lights. So you see, these are my lights here. I want to put some slightly brighter bulbs in here. Some brighter ones here, and I'm going to try and find some brighter ones back here. I replaced these earlier because the old ones were getting kind of dim and one section didn't light up. Then, check this out. I need to clean this. Look at this, it's dirty. So I got my tack, illuminates, and then check out that air pressure gauge. That looks cool. That actually really looks cool. I like that. I just need a green bulb for here. So maybe I'll take this apart and figure out what kind of bulb it needs. But we got kind of a weird green going on here. It's almost bluish. And then we have just white, so I get that green. And then this has kind of a cool Mountain Dew green to it. And then my radio is green as well. The colors don't match exactly, but they're close enough. And then there's a green bulb in there. Kind of a bluish color actually, but I always thought it was kind of a green, but that temp gauge looks pretty cool. Well, I can see my air pressure at night. And I can see my tack. Flip it off, turn the lights off, good to go.